Hello everyone, Paulkey here, back with another sort of Convallaria video. So in today's video, I just want to go through with Powercreep. So with Tyre release, he's pretty much just pushed all the supports down, like, all the supports that we thought were pretty good, like even Coco, like Inanna's dropped so much, Ida's gone down, let alone like the other sort of supports. Like, we're talking about all these top tier supports, they just like drop so much. And yeah, we've been seeing power creep ever since the game release. All these units are getting so much stronger. Like, Cole was fairly strong at the start, but then, we got like August, we got SP Rawia, and yeah, just everything just feels even harder. Things get harder. All the units just don't do as well. And like one of the reasons Cole just died so much was she can't kill. She can't one shot anymore. Like, if we look at all these standard units that came before, um, were part of the standard banner, like they're all down here. So let me draw some squares. So we got the standard units there. These are the standard units. Cole and Garcia were considered standard units. We got Nono Will here. Yeah, they're nowhere near the top. Like, Inanna's up here. I think she's the highest pretty much. Then Talion's here. We've got Nungol and Guzman there. Fakel, Samantha, Lily Will. Yeah, they're all like, being pushed down. And then with like 1.0 coming out, that came out, we had like Gloria, who's still really amazing. So that's really good. We had Ida, we had Simona here, and actually, Coco and Kanbei considered part of 2.0. So Sophia and August were pretty strong for the 1.0. So yeah, even with the power creep, like August and Sophia are still strong to this day. Gloria as well. Ida, somewhat, kind of. And then what happened? It was like 2.0 released. So 2.0 released with Coco. So Coco is still really, really good. Akambe is still really solid. And there was like, what? Hasna. Hasna's just... Shaq Lulu's considered part of 2.0, even though she's not out yet. Agatha here as well. Where's Karis? So Karis is here. And Taya is the last 2.0 character. So yeah, it's a mixed bag. There's still some top tiers. So even though there is still a bit of a power creep, they're still, very, very top. And I forgot about Homer as well, part of the 2.0 crew. Yeah, looks pretty good. And then, with 3.0 coming up, that's when things change a lot. So SP Rawia here, we got Tristan Kavare as part of 3.0. Layla's down here. And we got SP Sophia, we got Pamina, and Kia here. Yeah, so 3.0 is like dominating the top tiers, and then essentially the witches are considered part of like 3.5. So 3.5 we have the witches. So we had Favia here, Levita, Estra. Where is she? Estra's here. And then Meteor Team's counted part of that. So 3.5 is a bit of a, that there's not many units for 3.5, and they're sort of okay. It's just like every big patch, we have all these like really, really strong units. And yeah, now that the Taiwan is up to 4.0. So 4.0, they got like Luffy. Actually, Luffy I think considered part of 3.5 maybe, and then Ayesha, yeah, it's like they're still releasing all these like strong units, and that's what it is about gacha games. Like with all these new releases, they need to give you like some sort of FOMO. Like every new unit, they need some way to make you pull, because gacha games are either after, our time or our money. And that's how it is. Like, with all these new characters coming out, if they're not strong or they have some sort of unique mechanic which makes them, a lot better than what we have currently, why else will we go after them? And it just makes it tough. Like, we have to log in every day. We have to keep keeping up with all these units, and like all these older units, and even the lower rarity ones, like, which we've been quite proud of as sort of Convallaria players. We've been really proud of our epic units. That they're still like really viable. You can beat content with them, but they just all get outclassed. Even with the rank 13 update giving them new skills, they still can't keep up. And it's planned. It's all planned. And yeah, so basically, like, there's no real point really going after the older units, or using older units as much, like investing in all the older units, because as the game moves on, the older units, they'll just form like a bit of a niche. Like, without Gloria, you can still, like, you don't really need Gloria anymore, because initially we wanted Gloria because she gave us the extra energy. She comes in and gives us the flag, which gives us one move. But so what? Well, you got Taya now. Taya gives us energy. Taya could give us all these skills. Give us the level 2 buff, which can also give us move there. And yeah, it's just, do we need all these stronger units anymore? 1000 Mile Echo buffed the move by 2 tiles. And like for the people who are using like Ida as the in-between for her buffs, and energy, it's not really needed as much. Like, she still has her unique kit with the liquor, and her unique kit with like building up the crate to get the high ground. But she's just dropped. We were using Nono Will for the vulnerable 3, which was really nice. The damage 30%. But Taya has an instant which gives you vulnerable 2. So a bit less, but it's an instant, and he can use all these other skills as well. And we did have Agatha with her vulnerable 2 AoE, which was a lot bigger AoE than Nono Will. So yeah, just every new unit, better kit, better stats, even. Like, what is this insane speed? 288. And like all the kits just, there's an increase of wording. Like everything is like an essay now compared to like, older units. Like, just a small few sentences, and you just basically turn into like a big essay with the newer units. There's just so much creep. There's a text creep. And like, skills can't even fit on the screen anymore, like with how long they are. And yeah, it's part of gacha. Like, if someone started early on, say like, they quit like after if they quit after August, and then they come in and then they see all these strong units like Tristan, SP Rawia, like August is still shining a lot because he's meta. Like, we put him at tier 0 for a reason. But if they played at the start and they got these like standard banner units like they were pretty bad at the re-roll, or they, re-rolled coal. Like, who uses coal here? Who uses coal in 2025? Even though she has, like, at 5-star, she has the one-turn act again. But how is she compared to August or SP Rawia? She's just totally outclassed. And it's just so rough. Like, you put so much time and investment into older units, and they can only barely keep up. Like, the one guy who plays Iggy. Like, how do you feel like you are struggling to compare against August? And yeah, it's just so rough. Like, even the units that we thought were still good at the very start. Like, we did love using Beryl at the very start, but she's just not that good anymore. Her damage doesn't really compare. Like, she's still fairly decent in PvP. Like, the only direct comparison we had for Destroyer so far is Akambe, but when we get Tristan and Convallaria, they just feel so bad. The Italians are already outclassed. Guzman, nobody cares about him. And it's just a rough time. We just have to always keep looking forward, keep looking ahead. There's no point being baited by the older units. We do have the dual banner here with, Nungol and Ida. There's no point to really go after them. We do have the custom banner coming up as well. So I went through the custom dual banner in the half anniversary. It's going to come on the 31st of January. And yeah, we can, get these older units in the dual custom banner. But most of it, it's just not worth it. Like, when I went through, it was just like Inanna, Gloria, and we don't even know if we're going to get like Sophia as part of the banner. Like, I don't know how far back like they'll go. Like, maybe all the way to Simona, or they'll be nice and give us like Coco, Akambe, Sophia, August. These four will be really good to go after. Then like Gloria and Inanna, Momo. The rest is just not worth it. They've been power crept. It is what it is. They're not good as well anymore. Like, I can't say they're not good anymore. It's just harder to optimize them, and it's just so much effort to make them as good as the current units. Like, you can go max stat on Iggy and get him to like, I don't know what his max attack is. Like, what is it, like 3.6, 3.8? But then you compare it to like a regular build August, and you're just outpowered. It's power creep. Power creep is here. It's here to stay. It'll forever be here in gacha games, because why else would you pull for a new character when your old character is still so strong, still beats all the content? And our content's just going to keep going harder and harder, and only the newer units, the stronger units, the tier 0, the human rights units, only they can keep up. And it's also sad in a way. Like, all the units that we spent so much time in grinding and raising up, they'll eventually be on the bench collecting dust. We're just a collector, a warehouse manager. All these units will retire, and that's life. Alright, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.